So how I got into match fishing was when I was at Spa-Shot College studying fishery management. Viv Shears, my tutor at the time, actually wanted to put a Spa-Shot team together for the British Championships, which was going to consist of 3 pairs, and that's actually how I got interested in the BCAC and started fishing in the tournaments. And that was about 11 years ago now, and then off the back of that, obviously I introduced you to it, didn't I, Luke?
I got into it through you, purely really. It's now my 7th year this year I'll be doing it. Yeah, I was speaking to you on the phone, you was ringing me up, weren't you, after the matches?
Yep.
Sort of ecstatic that you'd qualified to
absolutely
get
buzzing
through the qualifying round, like to the semi, and the times that you used to call me and just be full of excitement, and just I really want a piece of it really.
Yeah, definitely,
Sounded awesome.
I think it's just given both of us a bit more motivation towards our angling, and it takes us places, it takes us fishing venues that we wouldn't normally fish. Obviously it makes catching every single fish we catch really, really exciting and worthwhile and valuable to a certain extent. And another thing I used to really like, and I still enjoy now, is competing up against some of the best anglers in the country, and having that opportunity to watch how they fish and compete against them, and in some cases beat them. So we've been really lucky and fortunate in the matches, and I mean, Luke, obviously on your first year fishing the BCAC, you did really well. Yeah,
managed to win it at Broadlands in my first year trying. Whereas more luck than judgment, I don't know, but obviously, had to catch the fish and get the results, and really enjoyed it first year, and since then you've done really well.
Yeah, I mean, that was an amazing achievement, and I was fortunate enough to come second in the BCAC on the same venue at Broadlands the year after that, which was a really special moment for me. And then from that, I then started fishing the Carp Cup, which is pretty much the BCAC, but a singles version where you fish as individual anglers, and I managed to win it 3 years in a row, which was a fantastic achievement for me, and something that I hope to continue in the future. One of the hardest things in match fishing is definitely getting the peg choice right. One of the things we have to face as carp match anglers is what's called a watercraft draw, where you have to rank your swims from your favourite swim down to your least favourite swim, and clearly on a small lake that's hard, but on a 25-30 acre gravel pit it's even harder. But we go about it in several ways. So
yeah, we sort of do it based on sort of the weather conditions, sort of experience of the lakes as well. So they'll be fish in certain areas at the start of a match, but we know full well they're going to end up in other places due to the pressure. So we'll base our peg choices around that, and obviously, wind direction, temperatures, and that's sort of how we base our decision on what pegs we're going to choose.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say that some matches are actually won at the draw, but that's been proven incorrect time and time again by people like Harry Charrington and other really, really good anglers, where it's definitely down to the capability of the angler, and you can almost make bad swims fish well if you approach it in the right way, and make the fish almost feel safe in your water, and you tend to catch them later on in the match. And the matches are 48 hours long, so you've got plenty of time to play around and try different things and try and catch a few extra fish.
We've had some decent fish in the matches, haven't we? I mean, my biggest though is probably about 28 £.
Yeah.
But in comparison to your results, you've had some really good sessions, haven't you, in the matches, and big fish?
Yeah. I mean, I've been lucky enough to catch some really big fish, and like I said before, one of the things I like about the matches is it takes us to venues with big fish in, and here we are at Linear at the moment. I'd hate to think how many 30s and 40s there are to catch from these lakes, and a lot of our matches do take place here. And in our semi-final, BCAC semi-final last year, I had a 33 £, mirror, I believe, and several high 20s. I've also caught a couple of 30s from Oxley's in the finals over the last few years, and I was lucky enough last year at Cottington Lakes to have a scraper 40 £, mirror, which was a stunning moment and a stunning fish for me. So clearly bait selection is a very, very important part of the matches, and we go about that in a number of ways, don't we, Luke?
We do. It can vary again on the venues. And if they're boilie waters, you take a hell of a lot more boilies, but we like to normally fish for sort of bits and pieces, don't we?
Yeah.
Creating more opportunities for ourselves, and it's not always about the bigger fish, it's just about the bites and the total weight. So we're confident in using little pop-ups and the small 10mm fluoros and
Yeah, I think if there's a take anywhere bait that we have, it's definitely the 10mm fluoro pop-ups that DNA produce, because you know you can go on any water and be confident that especially smaller carp are going to feed on them very, very confidently, and you're going to get a lot of bites. But like Luke said, if it's a boilie water, we'll take boilies. At Barston last year, I think I used 60 kilos of S7, and the fish ate every single bit of it. So
yeah, I think because the matches are mostly through the summer months, you know, we favour to use the S7, don't we? We had a lot of results on it last year, so sort of you're not going to change really if you've got a lot of confidence and you had good results. And then sort of we do a lot of bag fishing with the crayfish mini mix. You know, we use the stick mixes, the krill mill, the LT94 for our bags and sort of method feeder fishing. And obviously Brasenose 1, for instance, when we spod or spom over the zigs, we use the Blizzard and the Red Mist, and it's all good quality bait, and we've done well on it. So yeah, we've got great confidence in it really. So we just sort of vary it depending on the venue we're fishing.
I mean, the match scene is growing rapidly in the UK now, and the standard of angling is getting better and better. So you really do need to be kitted out with the best bait to make sure you can maximise the opportunity for bites, really.
Definitely.